Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Good afternoon, racing fans, and welcome to the 175th annual Monroe County Fair here in Woodsfield, Ohio. We've got 10 races for you today. Going to bring you all the action. Samantha Mayhew, Stephen Taylor, and myself, Susan Schroeder, going to talk you through all 10 races. Got 53 horses, 25 different trainers, and it is an absolutely beautiful day here at Woodsfield. Would you say?
Oh, yes, for sure. It's perfect weather. Not too hot. Nice breeze going through.
Yeah, it is. We have had, we also see that the bulls and the rodeo horses are moving in too, so we hope that they stay right where they are. None of them get out onto the racetrack or anything, but I think it's tonight at like 7 o'clock or something. They're having the rodeo. So a busy day here at the fair. You said you kind of walk in the back and they're doing all the livestock judging?
Yep, I was looking at their schedule, and it looks like most of their livestock judging is today. So it looked like it started earlier this morning, and it goes on till the rodeo.
Yeah, a lot of, this is a smaller fairgrounds, but I think that they have a lot of participation. Excuse me, that is for sure. So as we said, there's 10 races today, 53 horses and 25 different trainers. We've got 2 divisions of all of our stake races, and we also have the Signature Series today. We got the Signature Series Pace and Trot today, both in the same day, so that'll be pretty exciting for us. We do have some driver changes, but we will give those to you as we talk about the races. We've got a great speed committee here that works really hard in order to get all this taken care of. Barney Dillon is our superintendent of speed. Dave Landefeld, Brad Gardner, and Adam Masters are all on the speed committee, so we certainly want to thank them. I love it when you look at all the committees and then you come to the speed committee, because that's pretty cool. I think they've been speed committees for 100 years. It's quite a trip here from our Grove City offices. I think it took us about 2.5 hours. A really pretty drive. The last 30 miles is kind of back roads and just really, really nice area down here at Woodsfield. I think we're pretty darn close to the border.
Yeah, I think so.
Got a water truck out here now. It's giving the track a good watering. It looks like they just need to make one pass. It's going to go clear across the track with just that one go round. And I thank Don Tiger for being here yesterday. Don and Stephen did the races yesterday and said that they had a nice crowd in the grandstand, and looks like we're going to have a nice crowd again today. And somebody on that speed committee, I'm thinking probably Barney, put up this nice tent. And not only a tent, but a table for Stephen to put all his stuff on, so he kind of looks like one of those guys in the studio now, because he can sit and do all the stuff he has to do. So kind of a cool day. Sam took a walk on the first turn area where she found a lot of food
yes.
trucks over there.
Yeah. It was a hard decision making my lunch choice, that's for sure.
A lot of different stuff. But you found a little Amish place, you said?
I did, yeah. I got southern fried chicken with mashed potatoes and gravy and bread and butter.
Ooh,
It's really good.
that is good. That does sound great.
But my other option, there's this fry place, and it's like loaded fries, all kinds of different meats, all kinds of different toppings. They had brisket, barbecue pork. They had like a Southwest one, so that was my other option. But we went with the southern fried chicken.
Yeah, and I went the opposite way of the grandstand. I went to the last turn and found a Coleman's fish sandwich, which was absolutely great. So if anybody's on their way here, we've already got the food report for you. But we're just waiting for the horses to come out for this first race. Had a good day of racing here yesterday, just 5 races, but the 3-year-old colt pace, one of the divisions went in 59-4, so that was a really good mile out here. The other division of 3-year-old colt pacers went in 2-1-4. 3-year-old colt trot went in 2-2-4, and then the 2-year-old filly trot went in 4-1, and the 2-year-old filly pace in 9-1. So quite a good miles, and we've got some good track record holders here too, don't we, Sam?
Oh yeah.
So the all-age pacing record is held by Rockin' Requiem. That was back in 2023, 55-4. And that's a heck of a mile.
Especially at a fair track.
Yeah. And what was interesting is VH Volt, back in 23, VH Volt set the track record in race 2. And then 2 races later, Rockin' Requiem came and broke it again. So it's kind of interesting that they broke the track record, the pacing track record, twice in one day. VH Volt went in 56-1, and then Rockin' Requiem back in 55-4. So try and see who's watching with us today. Dan Bennett, Kip Hartman from Van Wert, Dan from Batavia, Ohio, Mark. Good day, Mark from Sydney. Dan is from Middleburg. Patricia watching from Wellington, and Jerry from Wauseon. Jerry Lighthill brought me some Sires and yearbooks.
Oh, nice.
He actually gave them to Ashley. She was up at Napoleon, and we needed some to fill in our library that we have at OHHA. So, Jerry, thank you very much for giving us those. We're going to look through them as time permits. Sam has been our intern all summer, Samantha Mayhew, and she's been doing a lot of research. You've read more history about Ohio racing than most of us ever have.
I think so. I was given, it was probably about 4 giant boxes, and I got it down to 1 now, like one that has more magazines in it. So it's not really too much history, but more recaps.
Wow.
But yeah, that I went through, let's see, the earliest was the 50s, and then up till now.
That's kind of some cool stuff. We gave that job to her, and I thought, oh man, I hope she doesn't quit right away. But she enjoyed it. Totally enjoyed looking through all that historical stuff. And there is Ohio has such a rich history, and I think that we maybe haven't saved as much as we should have.
Mm-hmm.
But we will try now. So I do see horses coming out. John Wells from Whipple, Marianne from Seneca Lake. So welcome you all. We will be post-parading pretty soon. I see most of the horses that are headed out onto the track. We were waiting for the ambulance to come, and Our presiding judge says he needs to see that, and that is absolutely true. That is a rule that the ambulance has to be in sight of the presiding judge. He has to be able to see it. So I just see that going over in the back of the stands that are in the middle. You're not going to have the best sight today, but we got a perfect sight coming down the stretch, around that last turn and coming down the stretch, so you'll see all the action right there. There's two barns on the backside that I think they're coming from. So we just have to make sure they're all gathered up.
The barns back there, the livestock ones, look pretty decently new.
They do. They look very new, yes. There's this barn, and then there's a little barn behind that green judges stand back there. Judges are up here with us today. We wondered if they would be over in the judges stand, but they're not. They're up here. I think probably they can see a little bit better, especially coming down the stretch, because that would be a really bad sight line for them from the middle of the track. I see 5 out. Announcer today is Tyler Spence. We had a really nice rendition of the national anthem by a local girl that was singing it today, so that was really nice. I'm sorry you didn't get to hear the whole thing, but we had a little bit of it for you.
I always think it's neat when they bring someone local to do those.
Yeah,
instead of the recordings.
Yeah. Hard song to sing. I mean,
very hard.
I give props to anybody who wants to try it. That is a tough song. I think we're still waiting on one more.
Tyler, if you just want to mention that they're going to do one score and then go right to the gate. That's more for them, not for us. Okay. I just want to set the expectation with those guys.
First race is the first of 2 divisions of the 2-year-old colt trotters, going for a purse of $6,670 each division. So I think we can turn it over to Tyler for the post parade.
In order for the first race, a 1-mile trot, 2-year-old colts and geldings. Trophy is sponsored by Beanball Surveying, LLC. The number 1 horse, Whistle in the Wind. The number 1 horse, Whistle in the Wind, driven by Alex Hawk. Trainer, Earl Oney. Owner, Richard Oney. The 2 horse, Eye Catching, trained by Darren Harvey. Owned by Wayne Mass Jr., Column Racing, and Stephen Miller. In the sulky is Darren Harvey. The 3 horse, Charles Boland, is in the sulky, and he is driving MJ Peg Prodigy, trained by James Boland Jr., owned by Charles Boland. The 4 horse, Betty Jean's Pride, trained by David Miller, owned by David Miller, and in the sulky is Derek Wataker. The 5 horse, Long Dreams, trained by Karen Freed, owned by Karen Freed, and in the sulky is Carson Conrad. The 6 horse, Dreams Cost Money, trained by Eric Nelson Rhodes, and owned by Wataker Racing, and in the sulky is Brady Clemens. Drivers take 1 score.
Okay, let's take a closer look at the horses in this race, because they're going to take 1 score and go to the gate, so we're going to be quick, Sam.
Okay.
So Whistle on the Wind, Alex Hawk drives for trainer Earl Owings and owner Richard Owings. A What the Hill gelding out of a Cantab Hall, Can Frisco. Had a win 2 starts back at Zanesville in 2-5 and 4. Also won earlier in the year at Washington Courthouse in 2-10 and 1.
And 2, eye-catching, driven, and trainer Darren Harvey has had 5 starts this year, 1 win, 1 second, and 1 third, making almost $6,000 this year. Had a win 2 starts back there at Mansfield and trotted in 2-12 and 1.
The 3, MJ's Pigs Prodigy. Charles Bolin drives, James Bolin trains, and Charles the owner. A long Tom colt out of a Pegasus Spur mare. 10 starts on the year, 3 wins. Most recent win was at Marysville in 2-8-4, and that is also this horse's record.
In the 4, Betty Jean's Pride, driven by Derek Rodeker, trainer and owner David Miller, has had 5 starts this year, has made the board once with a third there at Rock Springs, and 2-16-3.
Long Dreams and Carson Conrad from the 5 hole. He will be on the extreme outside. Trainers Karen Freed, owned by Freed, Mims, and Dark Iron Racing. This is a long Tom colt out of Pegasus Spur mare. 5 starts on the year, has not hit the board yet. Did have a nice race over at Piketon. Made a break behind the gate, but came back, finished 4th in 2-9-2.
Starting from the second tier is the 6, Dreams Cost Money, driven by Brady Clemens, trainer Eric Nesselrode, and owner Rodeker Racing from Zanesville, Ohio. Has had 6 starts this year with a win, most recent at Rock Springs, and 2-12. Has also had a second there at Zanesville the week before.
So we've got some horses that have won before, so they know their way to the winner's circle. We've got a couple of them that are just more or less just starting out. Betty Jean's Prize and Long Dreams both just have 5 lifetime starts. So they are well in the early stages of their race career. We're going to, John Ingram is our starting judge today. He has control of the horses until the wire, until he says go. And then our presiding judge, Bill Creighton, takes over. So let's turn it over to our announcer, Tyler Spence, for the call of the first race.
And here they come down the front stretch. Starting gate rolls on. And the gate comes closed, and the horses take off. And it's going to be a quick lead for Whistle in the Wind. On the outside of him, and sitting in second is number 3, MJ's Pegs Prodigy. As they make their way around the first turn, as they make their way down the backstretch, Whistle in the Wind still leads the way. Right behind him sits MJ's Pegs Prodigy as they flatten out down the backstretch. On the move, sitting in third is Eye Catching. They go by the quarter in 31-1. The quarter goes by in 31-1. Whistle in the Wind leads the way, blazing the trail for everyone else to follow right behind. As they come down the front stretch in front of the grandstand, Whistle in the Wind making the breeze go on behind him. Sitting behind him is Eye Catching. In third, in second sits MJ's Pegs Prodigy. The half goes in 102-4. Bringing up the rear of the pack, Long Dreams. He's got a long dream as he makes a break going around the corner. Meanwhile, still going down the backstretch, leading the way is Whistle in the Wind. Whistle in the Wind, followed by MJ Pegs Prodigy. MJ Pegs Prodigy sits on the outside. The 3/4 goes in 132, 134-2. 134-2 goes the 3/4. MJ Pegs Prodigy makes her move on the outside. On the outside goes MJ Pegs Prodigy. But it's going to be Whistle in the Wind, not giving up an inch. Whistle in the Wind is going to hold on to the lead for the whole race. MJ Pegs Prodigy in second and Eye Catching in third. The mile goes in 2:04-1.
So that mile in 2:04-1. That makes the last quarter in 29-3. So a pretty nice last quarter. Looked like I thought MJ's Pigs Prodigy was going to come up and catch Whistle on the Wind, but nope. Whistle on the Wind stayed with it, cut the mile, left out of the gate fast, and was a wire-to-wire winner. Whistle on the Wind and Alex Hawk.
That is his 3rd win of the year, the season.
Whistle on the Wind was a $25,000 purchase at the Ohio Selected sale as a yearling, so just about a year and a couple weeks away. He's already made 11,000 with that back. Now he's up to close to 15,000 back. And this is a new lifetime mark also. 2, 4, and 1. His mark was 2, 5, and 4 at Zanesville. Alex Hawk doing the driving. I will do them. So we'll give you that rundown. I'm not sure if you could hear our announcer. Well, let's go to the winner's circle first.
Top down, 1, 3, 2, 5, 6, 4. That's why I have two.
Okay, so Whistle on the Wind in the winner's circle, getting his blanket, trophy by Biedenbach Surveying LLC. Connections are going back in the winner's ride. That is so cute. That's did you get a shot of that, Stephen? The sign up on that. We'll see if he can get that for you. At some point today, we'll have that. It says winner's ride up on top of the golf cart. Pretty cute. So we'll give you the results from here. Whistle on the Wind, your winner. Eye Catching finished third. MJ's Pig's Prodigy was second. Betty Jean's Pride was fifth. Long Dreams 6th, and Dreams Cost Money 4. Fractions were 31 and 1, 102 and 4, 134 and 2, and 2, 4 and 1. That gives Alex Hawk his second win of the meet. So we're going to take a short break, and then we will be back for race number 2.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
They're often racing in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. Catch the excitement of Ohio harness racing at one of the county fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. For over 150 years, people have gathered at county fairs to cheer on their favorite racehorses. Keep the tradition alive. Visit one of the 10 fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit this summer. Horses, racing, and winning. It's the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. 10 great fairs in southeastern Ohio.
As that commercial said, the Southern Valley Colt Circuit, just a great colt circuit down here in the southeastern part of the state, mostly, mainly in the southeastern. Just a lot of really unique little fairs, great racing down here. Yesterday, I think there was 5 races, so there was only one split. The other 3 stake races went for that full price,
Oh,
so they were
wow.
going for $12,000, $13,000. So it's profitable to race on this Southern Valley circuit, that is for sure.
I grew up on the Southern Valley circuit. That's my home circuit, I
Okay.
claim.
Yeah, you've been around to most of these at some point in your life, racing with your dad.
Yep.
Oh, it's
I have not been to this one yet. This is my first time here.
oh, it is.
It
Okay.
is. When I was talking to my dad about it, and he was saying how the last time he was here was with a horse that he had when I was very little, like a baby. So that was his last time here, and that would have been 20 years ago now.
Oh,
So
wow. Well, they all have long-standing. I mean, they've been racing at these places for 100 years. This is the 175th fair here. And it hasn't always been in this particular spot. It did move. I wrote that down someplace. It moved to this location in the 1930s. And we talked about before, it's kind of a horseshoe-shaped property, and there's just a little over 40 acres. So it's kind of a small fair compared to some we've been,
yeah.
but nice, compact, and like you mentioned before, beautiful new barns there for the livestock. They look really nice.
I saw somewhere, it might have been on Facebook, but I saw that they had a sunflower painting somewhere around here that somebody did for the 175th anniversary.
Yes.
So I kind of was looking around, but I couldn't find it.
I remember seeing, I don't wonder if it's down there. See the tunnel that's going across the track?
Oh, okay.
Down kind of in the stretch. Not sure if that. I remember them saying it was on a tunnel.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That kind of looks like that might be. But it's hard to say. There's a big sunflower in one of the barns back there too. So this must be a sunflower fair. Barney Dillon is our speed superintendent. Billy Crichton, the presiding judge. Our clerk charter is Rod Newhart. Lynn Scott, photo finish. John Ingram, our starting judge. Tyler Spence, the announcer. And Winner Pictures is taking win photos for everyone. This is a little bit different. They're taking the photo finish from the inside of the track. That's not too many fairs do that. They mostly are from the outside going down. So here's the post parade for race number 2.
Trophy is sponsored by Stair Insurance. A lovely gray blanket, white writing, the one horse, I'm a Dancing Man. Trained by Eric Nelson Road, owned by Eric Nelson, and B. Powell and John McCourt. In the sulky is Brady Clemens. The 2 horse, Beechwood Summer, trained by Eric Nelson Road, owned by Ryan Householder. In the sulky is Luke Harper. The 3 horse, GC's Legend, trainer Kevin Mead, owned by Kevin Mead, driven by Christian Myers. The 4, Summer Guy, owned by Michael Lowe and Athena Lowe, trained by Michael Lowe and will be driven by Michael Lowe. The 5 horse, Lane Summer Boy, trained by Shelby Sheetal, owned by Shelby Sheetal, and Alex Hawk will be in the sulky. The 6 horse, Dial Tone, trained by James Dotson, owned by Ronald Lineweaver, and James Dotson will be in the sulky. Horsemen, take 1 score and go to the gate.
So let's take a closer look at the races in this 2-year-old colt Pace, first division, going for a purse of $6,895. I'm a Dancing Man. Brady Clemens drives for trainer and co-owner Eric Nesselrode, also owned by B. Powell and Jay McCourt. A Dancing Yankee colt out of a gear-to-gear mare, Zabet. 5 starts on the year, 4 wins. Oh, he had 3 back-to-back wins at Zanesville, Athens, and Piketon. Also won at Wellston. The fastest of those was at Piketon in 59.2. Already has earned over $11,000.
In the 2, Beechwood Suma, driven by Lucas Harper, trainer Eric Nesselrode, and owner Ryan Householder, has had 6 starts this year with 2 wins, 3 seconds, and 1 third. Both wins there were at Athens and Pike County, with the fastest mile paced is 2:02 and 2.
GC's legend Christian Myers will make the decisions. Trainer owner Kevin Mead, Kevin Mead is the trainer, owner, and breeder of this bit of a legend. It's out of a Mach 3 mare, Lightning Mach. Last start out was a win at Zanesville in 59.2. Had a win 5 starts back at Wellston in 2:03.
In the 4, Sumagai, driven and trainer and owner is Michael Lau, has had 4 starts this year with 1 second there at Wellston and paced in 2:08 and 3.
Lane Suma Boy and Alex Hawk will start from the extreme outside for trainer-owner Shelby Cheadle. It's a Summa Cum Laude out of a well-said mare. 6 starts on the year, does have 1 second. That was a few starts back at Athens, where he paces mile in 2:04.
In 6, Dial Tone, driven by James Donson and trainer. Owner is Ronald Linereaver and has had 4 starts this year with 1 third at Athens and 2:03 flat. Has been racing at the Meadows and the non-winners of 1.
So the horses are in the hands of our starting judge, John Ingram, and they're going to be turning into the lane, so we'll turn it over to our announcer, Tyler Spence.
The horses gather behind the gate. Everyone's lining up. I'm a dancing man sitting in the pole position. Gate closes, it's a clean start. GC's legend comes out, firing on all cylinders. I'm a dancing man on the inside and sticks GC's legend to the outside, puts him in second place. Beechwood Summa sitting in third as we go down the back stretch. It's Dial Tone in fourth. I'm a Dancing Man leads the way down the back stretch. GC's legend right behind. Beechwood Summer sitting in third. We go past the quarter in 30 and 1. 30 and 1. I'm a Dancing Man rolls right on. GC's legend tickles his helmet as they come around the corner to the front stretch. Beechwood Summa wants to make a move as they sit in a single file line coming down the front stretch in front of the grandstand. I'm a Dancing Man dancing his way past the grandstands. It's Beechwood Summa trying to make a move on the outside. The half goes by in 59 and 4. The half goes by in 59 and 4. I'm a Dancing Man leads the way down the back stretch, but it's Beechwood Summa. Beechwood Summa making his move on the outside. GC's legend sitting in third. I'm a Dancing Man holding him off to the outside. 129 and 2 goes the 3/4. The 3/4 goes by in 129 and 2. I'm a Dancing Man trying to force everyone to the outside of the final turn as they come down the home stretch. It's Beechwood Summa. Beechwood Summa trying to gain some back, but I'm a Dancing Man is going to dance his way in front of the grandstand. GC's legend trying to make a move on the outside at the very end, but it's I'm a Dancing Man. In 157 and 3.
That was certainly a quick mile, 57 and 3, and that's for 2-year-old colt pacers. Wire-to-wire victory from the rail horse again. The rail horse has won the first 2 races, so that was I didn't think they were going that fast.
I didn't think so either, but
Down the half,
must have been.
3/4, 29 and 2. So that'd be 28 and 1 last quarter. Woo.
That GC's Legend raced really good.
Mm-hmm.
Sat right there, and then I thought there at the end he might have had him.
It kind of looked like he ran out of track.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he was coming hard down the stretch. That's for sure. But I'm a Dancing Man, and Brady Clemens, hang on. Said 6 starts on the year, 5 wins. Boy, you can't ask for much better than that. His only the other race that he didn't win was a Buckeye Stallion Series up at Northfield Park, where he finished 4th. And in that race, he was only back by a length and a half and pacing 57-1 there. He's kind of low, right? Okay. Okay, then hold on. Okay. Well, then we'll wait. So the connections of I'm a Dancing Man back to the winner's circle in the Winner's Ride golf cart. I love that.
Even has blankets back there.
Oh, so your
It's
butt
fancy,
doesn't get
yeah.
too.
The grandstand and into the winner's circle. I'm a Dancing Man. I'm a Dancing Man is the winner of race number 2. Trainer Eric Nelson Road, owned by Eric Nelson Road, and B. Powell and John McCourt. In the sulky was Brady Clemens. I'm a Dancing Man went the mile in 1:57.3. We believe that this is a new track record, 1:57.3. Nice looking horse, and he is now the proud owner of the Stair Insurance blanket.
So we'll give you that rundown. Our announcer said that he thought that was a new track record. We don't have the track records for the individuals. So this 2-year-old Colt Pacer, I'm going to go out on a limb too and say this could be 2-year-old Colt Pacers. That's 1:57.3. So from the top down, we've got I'm a Dancing Man was your winner. Beechwood Suma was 3rd. GC's Legend 2nd. Suma Guy 6th. Lane's Suma Boy 5. And Dial Tone was 4th. Fractions were 30-1, 59-4, 129-2, and 157-3. So those are your results from race number 2. Third race coming up is the first of 2 divisions of the 3-year-old filly trot. So let's take a short break and be right back.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2025 sales. The total bonus will be 1/2 the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Okay, welcome back. Bob. We can finally talk about Bob. I've been dying to talk about Bob for a really long time. Bob is the new Buckeye Owners bonus that's going to start with the foals of 24, yearlings of 25. So it's a really interesting program. You've probably seen some press releases about it, and now this little commercial. So we're very excited that the owners of the horses are going to get a bonus at the end of each of their racing years. So we're only going to pay it out 2 and 3-year-olds, and only horses that are out of mares that are properly registered for the Breeders' Award program are going to be eligible. So you still have to follow a few rules like that, but pretty exciting, I think, especially with the sales coming up. It's going to be great. Should help the sales, because those Ohio breds are going to be worth just a little bit more now.
Is there a logo in the corner of the sale books? Is that what I
Some of them do. The other ones are going to be at the top, where it's going to say Buckeye Owner Bonus and Ohio Eligible.
Okay.
So there's going to be a couple different ways to let you know which ones are eligible and which ones are not. Someone from OHHA will be at every sale, so just look for our table and we'll be able to help you out with that, because it is really a great thing, and we've been working on it for a long time, and I'm just happy that it's finally out.
This is Susan's baby.
We've been tweaking our database and everything. There's quite a bit to it to get it going, so just happy that the board decided this. They actually decided it back in January, but we've been working on it ever since then, trying to get it rolled out. So happy to hear the commercial. Something interesting about this fair that I said, you can come in. It's a $10 fee to get in the fair. But if you come in for lunch and you get your lunch and you leave within the hour, you get your $10 back.
Oh, nice.
So just kind of a nice thing for people who maybe don't want to spend the whole day at the fair, but they want fair food.
So what time is that lunch?
Didn't say what time it was. It just that you get that $10 back if you leave within the hour. So if you come at noon, you got to be back out of here by 1. So you may not want to go to a place that's got a really long line. But fun little things that fairs do to keep people coming. And I'm sure if you came here one day and ate, you're probably going to come back and stay at the fair longer because you saw something that you wanted to see. So we're looking for the horses. As we said, this is the first of 2 divisions of the 3-year-old filly trot. 6 nice horses in here. One of my favorite names, Doodlebug.
Doodlebug.
Yeah, Doodlebug's a good name. Bug has the 6-hole. Trained and owned and bred by our speed superintendent, Barney Dillon. We do not have wagering at this fair, so they are running off fairly quickly.
Is there any rides at this fair? I haven't seen any.
I have
Unless
not
it's
either.
there up there at the entrance.
Oh, yes, there is.
Oh,
I see a Ferris wheel and
a couple little things.
big giant slide. Yeah, got a
They
few
have those
rides
strawberries. They used to have those at the pumpkin show. That was my favorite.
The slides?
No, the strawberries. They're like strawberries, and you sit inside. They just spin, kind of like teacups.
Yeah, I don't like teacups. Teacups go round and round too much. Looks like more people are pulling in for the rodeo tonight. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty big deal. I mean, there's a lot of livestock in the chutes already. So let's join the post parade for race number 3.
Owner's favorite. Trained by Karen Freed, owned by Karen Freed, James Mims Jr., and Jan Freed. In the sulky is Carson Conrad. The number 2 horse, Flirtini, trained by John Ryan Melsheimer, owned by Melrose Stable out of Hopewell, Ohio, and John Ryan Melsheimer's in the sulky. Number 3 horse, Sarah Hill, trained by J.H. Miller, owned by Powerline Racing Stable, and Brady Clemens is in the sulky. The 4 horse, Fancy Prize, trained by Roy Burns, owned by Roy Burns, and in the sulky is Roy Burns. The 5-horse Sunrise Instead, trained by Earl Ownings, owned by Richard Ownings, and in the sulky is Alex Hawk. The 6-horse Doodlebug, trained by Barney Dillon, owned by Barney Dillon, and in the sulky is Christian Myers.
Okay, from the rail out, we've got Briona's Favorite. Carson Conrad has the lines for trainer Karen Freed. This Marseille filly is owned by Freed, Mims, and Freed. It's out of a Swan for All mare, Powerful Swan. 8 starts on the year, has 2 nice seconds. So one of those was at Wellston in 2-8 and 2, but 2 starts back, finished 5th. Trotted her mile in 2-5 at Zanesville.
Into Flirtini, driven and trainer is John Ryan Melsheimer, and owned by Melrose Stable of Hopewell, Ohio. Has had 3 starts this year with 1 second, which was at Rock Springs last week, and 2-14 and 2.
Sarah Hill and Brady Clemens from the 3-hole for trainer J.H. Miller, and Powerline Racing Stable from Salesville, Ohio. A What the Hill filly out of an Uncle Peter mare, Petey Sarah. 13 starts on the year, 1 win. That was up at Northfield in the slop in 2-1 and 3. 2 starts back at Zanesville, trotted a really nice mile, finished 4th, trotted in 2-4 flat.
And the 4 Fancy Prize, driven and trainer and owner is Roy Burns. Has had 7 starts this year with 1 win and 2/3, but Lifetime has had 18 starts, 1 win, 2 seconds, and 6/3, with the last start being at Salina, getting in 3rd at 2:02 flat.
Sunrise Instead and Alex Hawk from the 5-hole for trainer Earl Owings and owner Richard Owings. A Volstead filly. We like Volstead fillies. Out of a Swan for All mare, Sunset Girl. 5 starts this year, has 2/3. 2 starts back, finished 3rd at Zanesville. Nice mile. Was back just by 5 3/4 lengths. Trotted in 2, 3, and 3.
Starting in the second tier, we got the 6 Doodlebug, driven by Christian Myers and trainer Barney Dillon, and owner and breeder. Has had 5 starts this year with 3 wins, which were in a row. They're at Rock Springs, Zanesville, and Athens, with the fastest being 2:02 and 2.
We have a nice field of 3-year-old fillies here. Sunrise Instead and Briona's Favorite did not race as 2-year-olds, but have been working on it this year. I was trying to look for the gate. Sometimes it is a little crowded in the infield, as we said. This is a small fair. It's only a little over 40 acres, so they don't have a lot of space, so they have to utilize the infield for parking. And so Doodlebug coming off of a 3-race streak, 3-win streak. That's a pretty nice thing to be using, but does come from the second tier. So we'll see how Doodlebug does from the second tier. Turn it over to Tyler Spence for the call of the 3rd race here at Woodsfield.
As they come around to the front stretch, here they come. We've got a break before the gate. Gate closes, and they're off and trotting on the inside. Briona's Favorite takes a lead. Making a break before the gate closed was number 5, Sunrise Instead. Got a lot of ground to make up now. All the way to the outside, making a break, is Fancy Prize. She gets it back together. Making their way down the backstretch, Briona's Favorite leads the way. The quarter goes by in 31 and 1. 31 and 1 goes the quarter. Briona's Favorite leads the way. As they come around to the front stretch, Briona's Favorite. Briona's Favorite coming down the front stretch in front of the grandstands. Right behind Briona, making a move on the outside, the 6-horse Doodlebug. Doodlebug's going to make a move on the outside, sitting in 3rd, Sarah Hill. The half goes by in 101 and 1. 101 and 1. Briona's Favorite is trying to force Doodlebug to take the long way around the track. But Doodlebug is going to make a move as they get to the back stretch, and it's not going to be a problem taking the long way home. Doodlebug in the lead. Doodlebug in the lead. Briona's Favorite sitting in second on the inside. Now sitting behind, it's Sarah Hill is going to try and make the same move as Doodlebug. The three-quarter goes by in 1:30 and 3. 1:30 and 3, Doodlebug. 1 link ahead everyone else. The competition is between Briona's Favorite and Sarah Hill for second. Sarah Hill on the outside, taking the long way around the track. Doodlebug leads the way down the home stretch. It's Doodlebug, 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 leading by 3 links, 4 links. Doodlebug all the way home. Briona's Favorite in second. Sarah Hill in third. The mile goes in 2:02 and 4. 2:02 and 4.
Nice mile by Doodlebug, 4 in a row.
Oof.
Pretty nice for a 3-year-old trotting filly. Had 8 starts last year with 3 wins, so just kind of continuing to race really well. I noticed no trotting hobbles. I didn't see many boots on this filly, so we'll take a closer look when she comes back. But looks like a pretty clean going horse. Unofficially, I had Briona's Favorite second and Sarah Hill third. Sunrise instead did pull up, going to the half and or going to the quarter pole, I should say. Looked like he pulled up and did not finish. Didn't look like there's anything wrong. Just
made an awful break and couldn't recover.
Yeah. When in the spring and March, when all the nominations come in, I always kind of have some of my favorite names, and Doodlebug was one of my favorite names. I sometimes will text my friends and I say, the name of the day is, and then I tell them what my favorite name of the day.
Have you ever named a horse before? Like one of your own?
Yes.
What's been your favorite name from those?
I named one Thistle and one Thorny.
Okay.
Neither one have raced worth a darn.
Did you name them the same year? Like, were they in the same barn together?
They were sisters.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't even have any reason for picking that out. Thistle and Thorny. Just. So here comes Doodlebug.
Doodlebug, trained by Barney Dillon, owned by Barney Dillon, and in the sulky, Christian Myers. Doodlebug is taking home the Charles Orem CPA blanket. That's 4 in a row in Ohio for Doodlebug. Bring him out for the 4.
Okay, so I think we are official. Are we good?
Yep.
The results are now official, so we'll
Hey,
give
do you
those
call
to you
that
from.
exiting early, disqualified?
Okay, so we're going to give you the rundown. Briona's Favorite was second. Flirtina was fifth. Sarah Hill third. Fancy Prize fourth. Sunrise Instead pulled up, did not finish, and Doodlebug your winner. Fractions were 31 and 1, 101 and 1, 130 and 3, and 22 and 4. That is 3 races in the books. We got a short field for our next race. Only 4 in the 4th race. 3-year-old fillies, the first of 2 divisions, the 3-year-old filly Pacers. 1 driver change that we know about. The 2 Trunk Bay Hanover will be driven by Devin Miller. And don't forget, you can go to harnessracingohio.com and get your program so you can follow along. We'll be right back to look at the horses in the 4th after this message.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug Winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Hey, welcome back to the Monroe County Fair, the 175th Monroe County Fair. We've had quite a few. I know that Lima was 175th. I believe Fairfield, our last fair of the year, is 175th. Not sure who else, but it's a long time to be having fairs. Horses are out warming up. Looks like Devin Miller is warming up, but she is also driving in this 4th race. She's driving Trunk Bay Hanover.
Looks like a lot of cars are coming in.
Yes. Yeah, they're coming across the track. As we said, they do park in the infield, so not much else space to park. See, there's a little conversation going around here. The announcer is wondering how you say the name of the 4-horse. Gots to pay me and Papa. Is that how we? I think
so.
That's how. As Stephen just said, that's how Roger Houston says it. So that's what we go with.
Yep.
We don't want to say something that Rogers doesn't. We've got those 2 Signature Series races today. We've got the Paul Bolin Pace Signature Series for 4-year-olds and up. An interesting horse in here. We'll have to find out sometime about his story. Hasn't raced since 2022. He is 6 years old. He only had 3 lifetime starts, so he must have, let's see, he would be 6'5", I don't know if he raced as a young horse or raced back in 22. Raced at Dayton and tried to qualify a bunch at Miami Valley, and did get qualified and then raced in a maiden. So that was in April of 22 and then has not raced since. So that's a long time to have off. So they must have thought highly of him, or else you wouldn't keep him around that long. He did have a qualifier in May of 2022, a qualifier where he qualified in 57-1, came his last quarter in 28-2. So that may have been enough to say, yeah, we'll keep him, see what he can do as an older horse.
Has only had 3 starts lifetime.
Yeah, it's just,
yeah.
So I said we need to find out that story, what it is.
I like the name though, Mr. My Way.
Yeah. We also have the Signature Series Trot, the Darrell Byers Trot. There's 5 horses in that, and we've got couple horses. MJ's Wishing for Pete is at 128 lifetime starts. MJ's Liberty Valance, 211 lifetime starts. That's just incredible for horses to go on that long. And Uncle Joe, he's got 113 lifetime starts. So Father Time, 147. So the horse Rich Image, he's only had 16 lifetime starts. So he's really a baby in with these other horses. So that is the 5th race, the Darrell Byers Signature Series Trot. Pretty windy up here.
But it feels good.
Yeah, it does. They have done an excellent job of tying these tents down, I have to say. There's no way that these tents are going anyplace because they really they've got them bolted to the seats.
Same with the table.
Yeah, yep. The table too, which is very nice that they provided the officials and us to have this shade. It's really nice.
Okay, go ahead, call them.
Okay, let's turn it over to Stephen for the post parade of the 4th.
Race, a 1 mile pace, 3-year-old fillies. We've got 4 horses. 4 horses in this race. The 1 horse, Eat My Pixie Dust, trained by John Ryan Melsheimer out of Melrose Stable. In the sulky is John Ryan Melsheimer himself. The 2 horse, Trunk Bay Hanover, trained by Alicia Hanners, owned by Hanners Racing. In the sulky is Devin Miller. The 3 horse, Maddie's Delight, trained by Steve Carter, owned by SCP Stable Incorporated. Carson Conrad is in the sulky. And the 4 horse, Gots to Pay Me in Paper, trained by Melvin Byler, owned by Stephen Butler out of Salesville, Ohio. And in the sulky will be Alex Hawk.
I want to welcome everybody. We got lots of people watching. Hi, David from Florida. Scott from Scott. Dan Bennett says, congratulations, Barney. He's still not wearing any shoes. And we noticed that, too. He was in the Winter Circle barefoot. I don't know about that, if I'd want to do that. But Paula says, Papa, say it like paper. And Mert from Florida. So welcome, everybody. Let's talk about the horses in this 4th race. Eat My Pixie Dust. John Ryan Melsheimer owns, trains, and drives, and Melrose Stable also bred this horse. It's a Bring on the Beach filly out of Towner's Big Guy mare, One Wild Woman. I remember them racing One Wild Woman. Hasn't raced much in her life, just has 3 starts this year, 2 starts last year. Has had a braking problem, so we will see if John Ryan can get around the track flat.
And the 2, Trunk Bay Hanover, driven by Devin Miller. Trainer Alicia Hanners and owner is Hanners Racing. Has had 9 starts this year with 3 wins and 2 seconds and 3 thirds, making just over $21,000. Had a win there last week there at Zanesville and 159-1, and then has also been at Scioto Downs in the BSS. Got 2nd back in June and 151-2.
Another horse that tried the Buckeye Stallion Series is the 3, Maddie's Delight. Carson Conrad drives for Steve Carter and SCP Stable Incorporated from Canton, Georgia. A lather-up filly out of a Western Hanover mare had her last start in the Buckeye Stallion Series at Northfield. Finished second, just back by 2.5 lengths in 55-2. But the big news about this filly is she's got 4 wins in a row, 6 wins on the season. 4 wins in a row. She won at Chillicothe, Xenia, Piketon, and Sydney. She also won earlier this year at Northfield Park in 154. And get this, as a 2-year-old, 18 starts, 13 wins, earnings of $93,000, a mark as a 2-year-old of 53-4.
In the 4, we got to Pay Me and Papa, driven by Alex Hawk, trainer Melvin Byler, and owner is Stephen Butler. Has had 20 starts this year with 3 thirds, and had a 4th there last week at Rock Springs in 205-4.
So the gate is rolling, and we're going to turn it over to Tyler Spence for the call of the 4th race.
They make their way to the front stretch, and here they come. A 1-mile pace, 3-year-old fillies. The starter takes off, gates close, and the horses are off. It's Eat My Pixie Dust taking an early lead. But Gots to Pay Me and Papa forced all the way to the outside. And he's going to be sitting in 4th. Eat My Pixie Dust leading the way, throwing that pixie dust behind for everyone to eat. Trunk Bay Hanover sitting in 2nd as they go down the backstretch in 3rd. Maddie's Delight following right behind. They go single file. Making a move on the outside, Trunk Bay Hanover making a move into 1st. Going to have to take the long way around the turn. The quarter goes by in 29-2, 29-2. Trunk Bay Hanover still on the outside of the turn. Eat My Pixie Dust forcing her to take the long way around the corner. And here they come down the front stretch. Eat My Pixie Dust on the inside. Trunk Bay Hanover on the outside, making a play for 1st. Sitting in 3rd, Maddie's Delight, making a move on the outside as well, behind Eat My Pixie Dust. The half goes in 57-4. 57-4 goes the half. Eat My Pixie Dust, forcing everybody to the outside if they want to get around. Way on the outside is Maddie's Delight. Maddie's Delight wants the 1st place position, but Trunk Bay Hanover isn't going to give it up so easily. It's Eat My Pixie Dust falling way to the back, getting a belly full of pixie dust now. The 3/4 goes in 127-3, 127-3. Maddie's Delight emerging in 1st place as they come around the final corner to the home stretch. But on the inside, Trunk Bay Hanover is going to force her out and take the lead position as they come down the home stretch. We've got a tight race. It's Maddie's Delight, Trunk Bay Hanover. It's a 2-horse race. It's tight. It's coming down to the wire, and it looks like it's Maddie's Delight will come in 1st. The mile goes in 158-1. Eat My Pixie Dust in 4th. Ran out of steam.
I don't know. I think I'm going to call it Maddie's Delight. What do you think, Sam?
That's what I was thinking.
We're a little off the line, so we're not exactly right. But Maddie's Delight came back. She got to the front, got her head in front, and Trunk Bay Hanover came back. And then I believe Maddie's Delight came back again and got her, but I'm not. We're going to wait for this to be official. But a couple of really nice fillies in this race. Trunk Bay Hanover with 28,000 earned. Maddie's Delight, of course, 134,000. She made a lot of money as a 2-year-old. They've got blankets for every race today, which is really nice. A lot of support from the local people here in Woodsville.
But it's Maddie's Delight. won by a nose. Maddie's Delight, official invitation to the winner's circle. Looking at your programs, going top down in that last race, results are 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, and 3. Quarter times. The first quarter, 29 and 2. The half, 57 and 4. Three quarter, 127 and 3. And the mile in 158 and 1. Back in the winner's circle, Maddie's Delight, trained by Steve Carter, owned by SCP Stable Incorporated. Carson Conrad in the sulky, your official winner of race number 4, taking home the Mako Workshop blanket as she trots off into the sunset.
Okay, so Maddie's Delight was your winner. Young Carson Conrad doing really well racing at our fairs. I know he was in Kentucky earlier this spring. Works for Steve Carter, but he's just 20 years old. Doing a really good job driving.
I was looking, Roger Houston always posts on Facebook the updated stats of all the drivers and trainers, and it looked like the most recent one was 4 or 5 days ago, and he had 29 wins, so I'm sure he's probably won since then at the recent fairs.
Yeah, but like I said, just doing a really good job. So official results, Eat My Pixie Dust was 4th, Trunk Bay Hanover was 2nd, Maddie's Delight your winner, and Gots to Stop Paying Me and Papa was 3rd. Fractions 29 and 2, 57 and 4, 127 and 3, and 158 and 1. So we will turn the page to the 5th race. This is the Darrell Byers Trot, the Signature Series, 4-year-olds and up, going for a purse of $2,000. And we'll be back to look at the 5 horses in this race after these messages.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead Sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to OHHA.com. That's OHHA.com.
The future is bright in Ohio. Ohio Sire Stakes, Buckeye Stallion Series, 66 county and independent fairs. Whether it's the Ohio Sire Stakes, the Buckeye Stallion Series, or the county fairs, Ohio has a place for your racehorse. This year, Ohio breds are racing for nearly $23 million in stakes purses. Be part of the winning. Breed, buy, race, win in Ohio.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
Welcome back. I was just looking at, with yesterday's results, Carson Conrad now has 3 wins on the meet. So he is our leading driver. Alex Hawk has 2. So nice to find out. We're looking at some of our comments. The connections always amaze me. somebody said that, I think it was David Myrick, says he always thinks of the great Dave Rankin when he sees John Ryan Melsheimer in the bike. He has the same colors as Dave, and he believes he came up under Dave. And then somebody said that John Ryan is Dave Rankin's nephew, they believe. So that's quite interesting. How everybody is sort of connected, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you may not even know it. Frank Fraz, our executive director, he keeps saying that we're going to have to make like genealogy charts so we know because so many people are related. It's such a family business. So there's.
But you don't always know because sometimes they change their colors or go
Yes.
separate ways with it.
Yep. So we know about them. Is Christian or Christian Myers part of the? Is he related?
He's
at all to-
related to David Myers and Charles Myers. That's his son. And then I think I saw that Lucas Myers is driving today here as well. Yeah, in the 10th race, that is his younger brother.
Ah.
So, all family.
All family. So we're waiting for a couple more horses to come out onto the track for the 5th. As we said, this is the signature series, and can't tell if our announcer's ready or not. Yeah, announcer.
MJ's Liberty Valiance, trained by Doyle Bross, owned by Doyle Bross. In the sulky is Brady Clemens. Number 2 in blue, Father Time, trained by Michael Lowe, owned by Michael Lowe, driven by Michael Lowe. Number 3, wearing white, Rich Image, trained by David Miller, owned by David Miller, and Derek Wataker in the sulky. Number 4, in green, MJ's Wishing for Pete, trained by Doyle Bross, owned by Doyle Bross, and Lucas Harper will be driving. Number 5, in black, Uncle Joe, trained by Shelby Cheadle, owned by Shelby Cheadle, and Alex Hawk is in the sulky.
Okay, so let's take a closer look at the horses in this signature series. MJ's Liberty Valance. Brady Clemens drives for trainer Doyle Bross. Doyle Bross is the owner. Mary Jo Bross, the breeder. This is a 8-year-old Wishing Stone, 211 lifetime starts, 27 lifetime wins. He's earned over $163,000 and has a record this year as an 8-year-old. So the fastest he's ever been as an 8-year-old. 155-2, taken at Scioto Downs in the slop.
In the 2, Father Time, driven and trained and owned by Michael Lowe, has 8 starts this year with a win in 1 second, making $7,000 this year. Lifetime has had 147 starts and 38 wins. And last start was there at Zanesville in the free-for-all. Got 4th and trotted in 2 minutes and 2.
The youngest horse in the field and the least experienced is the 3, Rich Image. Derek Wataker drives for David H. Miller, who trains and owns. This is a 5-year-old by Ozzy. Just had 1 start this year. That was at Northfield Park where he made a break. Had 6 starts last year, did not hit the board, but does have 16 starts lifetime with a win. And that was as a 2-year-old in 2-7 at, I believe that's right here at Woodsfield.
In the 4, MJ's Wishing for Pete, driven by Lucas Harper. Trainer is Doyle Bross and his owner. Has had 19 starts this year with 1 win, 1 second, 1 third. Had a second there at Zanesville in the free-for-all. And the fastest mile has been at Scioto Downs, and that was in 156 flat.
Uncle Joe and Alex Hawk will start from the outside for Shelby Cheadle. Shelby also leases this 9-year-old gelding by Uncle Peter. He's had 113 lifetime starts, 20 wins, 20 seconds and 15 thirds, almost $94,000 in earnings, a 4-year-old mark of 157. But this year won the free-for-all at Piketon in 58-3.
We got a lot of Uncle Peters in this race.
Yeah.
Got 3 of them.
Yeah, he is certainly one of our prevalent sires. We were talking about this on another broadcast and how there's really a lot of great sires in the state, and people are bringing better and better mares into the state. It's just so, the program is just growing, not only growing just for growth's sake, but it's growing good. I mean, they're getting better and better. Horses that are Ohio sired horses can compete on the national scene now. So these 5 horses are all noses should be on the gate. These are older horses. They know what to do. John Ingram, our starter, has control of them, and we'll turn it over to our announcer, Tyler Spence.
Horses approach the gate, making their way to the front stretch. Here they come. We've got a break on the 5 horse before the gate closes, and off to a hot start is Father Time. Father Time takes an early lead. MJ's Liberty Valiance, though, on the inside, going to the inside of the turn. MJ's Liberty Valiance will retake the lead. A break from Father Time sends him to the outside, regaining himself. 2 lengths ahead, 3 lengths ahead goes MJ's Liberty Valiance. Rich Image sits behind in second as they make their way down the backstretch. MJ's Liberty Valiance leads the way to the quarter in 31 and 2, 31 and 2. Making up a lot of ground is Rich Image and MJ's Wishin' for Pete. MJ's Wishin' for Pete, Rich Image making up some ground now on MJ's Liberty Valiance as they come around to the front stretch to complete lap 1 of 2. MJ's Liberty Valiance making it look easy right now as she comes across the halfway point. The half goes in 1 minute and 1. 1 minute and 1 goes the half. MJ's Liberty Valiance leads the way. MJ's Wishin' for Pete sitting in second, 3 horse lengths behind. In third, Rich Image. We've got a contest for third, though. Making their way down the back stretch, MJ's Liberty Valiance goes in 1:30 and 2 past the 3/4 marker. 1:30 and 2. MJ's Wishin' for Pete in second, looking to make a move now as they come around the final turn to the home stretch. It's MJ's Wishin' for Pete, MJ's Liberty Valiance. It's a 2-horse race as they come down the home stretch. MJ's Liberty Valiance. MJ's Liberty Valiance looking like she's going to hold on. But it's MJ's Wishin' for Pete on the outside. But it's MJ's Liberty Valiance. In third, Father Time. The mile goes in 2:01 and 4. 2:01 and 4 goes the mile.
That was an unusual signature series race. I mean, they usually don't. The 3 of them made breaks in that race. The only ones that didn't were the 2 Doyle Bross trainees, the MJ's horses. So kind of surprising for some of those horses to make breaks, but that happens. I think that Mary Jo and Doyle are probably pretty excited finishing 1-2 in that race.
Oh, for sure.
I hope they get a ride in that winner's circle cart. Unofficially, MJ's Liberty Valiance, your winner, and MJ's Wishin' for Pete, 2, finished second. I see Mary Jo walking across. She's going to walk down the track. She's not going to wait for the cart. She's just going to get herself over here.
Oh, the cart's coming.
Oh, just missed her. I always say that these horses are owned and trained by Doyle, but they are loved by Mary Jo.
For sure.
She just loves her horses. Well, Doyle got a ride part way at least.
Bud buyers.
Great day for the process.
Blanket. Liberty Valiance, winner of race 5, trained by Doyle Bross, owned by Doyle Bross, driven by Brady Clemens today. Driven by Brady Clemens.
Mary Jo is one of our hardworking board of directors. She's on the OHHA board, and she knows all these fairs. She's on the fair committee, and she's just a great asset to the fair committee because she knows these fairs. So let's go from the top down. MJ's Liberty Valance, your winner. Father Time 3rd. Rich Image 4th. MJ's Wishing for Pete 2nd, and Uncle Joe 5th. Fractions were 31 and 2, a minute and 1, 1:30 and 2, and 2:01 and 4. 5 races in the books. The 6th coming up is the second of 2 divisions of the 2-year-old colt pace. We've got 1 driver change. Bombay Up, the 4-horse, will be driven by Devin Miller, and we have a scratch. The 6, Jerry's Up, is a scratch. So let's take a short break, and we'll be back to talk about the 5 horses in the 6th.
Cool Winds Farm is one of Ohio's premier standardbred breeding farms. Cool Winds stands the popular Dancin' Yankee, jug winner Southwind Aussie, and the royally bred Western Fame. Cool Winds Farm is proud to present our yearling consignments at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 12th, and at the Standardbred Horse Sale in Harrisburg during the cool winds of November.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Okay, welcome back to the Morgan County Fair here in Woodsfield, Monroe County Fair. Sam has, as I've told you guys before, she has taken over this Backstretch Buddies whole project and just has made it her own. And just, I'm really proud of you. You have to be proud of what you've done with this thing. Just a great. And how many kids do we have signed up already?
I think as of yesterday, it was 53.
Wow.
53 kids. And our first time getting it out there was at Scioto Downs. What was that, August 2nd, August 3rd? So,
yeah,
just a couple weeks.
Lots of kids. We are already had to order more stuff.
Yep.
Because we've had so many kids. And wherever Sam goes, she takes her Backstretch Buddies packets along. So if you are at some place, you can just see her. And what are we doing? Let's see. You're going to be at Greenville.
Greenville on Thursday, the 21st.
So she will have the OHHA tent there
Yep.
and be able to, so you'll be able to find her easily.
Yep. And for new members, they get a bag that has some goodies in it. But then if you come back to the fair, so if you come to Greenville and you've already gotten that goodie bag, then you will receive a surprise. So if you're listening and you're a kiddo who has already joined or might want to join, come on down to Greenville and come see me. So it's for anybody 12 and under, completely free, fun. Just come and have some fun with us.
Yep, and you're going to be getting special treats from Willie Winnett all year long. So
Oh, yeah.
great thing. You just said that you were going to also work at the selected sale that's at Circleville.
That's correct.
What do you do at the sale?
So usually I sit by the exit and I am the identifier to making sure that every horse that leaves is the correct horse that is supposed to be leaving. Check them off, get their purchase slip, and then I will also be working the night shift, just checking on the horses, making sure everything is going smoothly at night. So I'll just be driving around in a golf cart, you know, having some fun with that.
That's fun, but a very important job.
Yes.
Because these babies are away from some of them home for the first time, so it's great. And Sam, of course, she's a horseman, so she knows what to do if she should see something, she would know if something went wrong.
Yep.
So great to have a horseman doing that job. Absolutely.
Yes.
So the 2-year-old colt pace coming up next. As we said, it's the second of 2 divisions. Going for a purse of $6,895. Total purse for this division, $13,790. Got some nice purses this year at the fairs. And they're starting to slow down a little bit where we don't have 3 and 4 and sometimes 5 divisions. So everybody's racing for a little bit more money. Nice to take home a big check at the end of the day.
For sure.
And talking about those big checks, Rod Newhart is our clerk and charter today, so he's the guy that's writing out all those checks for the horsemen, and we'll have them ready for them after the races are over. Okay, we got 4 horses out. I'm waiting for one more. As we said, the 6, Jerry's up, is a scratch. I can hear the wind in my earphones. Can you hear that? It's because I don't have a fluffy thing on my microphone. I have to get a fluffy thing. These little, I don't know what you call them, but they fly off. And we've had a lot of them fly off this year, so we have no more spares. It's like a little windshield. What do you call them, Stephen? Wind thingy. A little wind thingy. Oh, that's rude. Dead cats.
Interesting.
I was going to say dead mouse. I thought they looked kind of mousy like, but yeah, little things that sit on the microphone so you don't hear the wind so bad. But I'm hearing it bad, so I'm figuring everybody else is. Oh, there. Oh, okay. Okay, here is the post parade.
Road owned by Eric Nelson Road, and Brady Clemens will be driving. Number 3, GPA, trained by Steve Carter, owned by Steve Carter, and Carson Conrad will be in the sulky. Number 4, Bombay Up, trained by Alicia Hanners, owned by Hanners Racing. Devin Miller will be driving. Number 5, Feel Up to It, trained by Melvin Byler, owned by Melvin Byler, and Alex Hawk will be in the sulky.
Okay, so we'll take a closer look at these horses. The 1, Terror in Pacific, Lucas Harper drives for trainer Stephen Harris. Gene Will, the owner and breeder of this Western Terror colt. 7 starts this year, had 2 seconds back-to-back at Piketon and Athens. At Athens, did pace in 2, 2, and 4, coming home in 29 and 3.
And the 2, Tasami King, is trained by Eric Nesselrode, and Brady Clemens is the driver. Has 5 starts this year with 2 wins and 1 second. The 2 wins there was at Rock Springs last week in 2:01 and 3, and then also at Athens in 2:02 and 2.
GPA. Now, that's something that Sam's going to have to worry about pretty soon as she heads back to school. GPA leaving from the 3-hole with Carson Conrad up for trainer Steve Carter, owned by Mossberger, Carter, and Gallagher. A summa cum laude out of a Yankee Cruiser mare. 7 starts this year, 4 wins, a second and a third. Has made over $14,000, a mark of 59 at Piketon. Won his last start at Rock Springs in 5 and 2. One at Chillicothe, as we said, Piketon, and Washington Courthouse.
And 4, Bombay Up, driven by Devin Miller, trainer Alicia Hanners, and owner is Hanners Racing. Has had 4 starts this year with 2 wins there at Wellston and Wilmington. Has had 1/3 at Chillicothe. Fastest mile pace is 2:02 flat.
And Feel Up to It, and Alex Hawk from the outside with Melvin Byler trains and owns. This is a lather up out of a Badlands Hanover mare. 5 starts on the year, has not hit the board yet. 2 starts back, did pace mile in 2:5, and last start was 4th in 2:7 and 4. The 6 horse is a scratch, so we will just have 5 on the gate. They are gathering up. David Myrick said, remind everybody that the Blooded Horse sale is coming up on Tuesday, so it's the first yearling sale of the year. David said there's about 135 yearlings in the sale, so that's going to be good. And there's also, of course, a lot of older horses in those sales too, and those will be the first time that some of the Bob horses will be offered. So watch for those. I will be at that sale, so if anybody wants to join OHHA, if anybody wants to join Backstretch Buddies, register your mare for Breeders' Awards, or find out more about the Bob program, I will be there. So let's turn it over to our track announcer.
Horses are lined up, tight on the gate. There goes the starter, closes the gate. It's a clean start. Tsunami King, early lead, trying to get ahead of Terror and Pacific so he can get that inside around the turn. And he does. Successful. Tsunami King out in front. Terror and Pacific sits in second. GPA in third as they make their way down the backstretch. It's a 3-horse race right now. Feel Up to It drops back into 4th. Bombay Up back in 5th. Leading the way, Tsunami King gets by the quarter in 30 and 2. 30 and 2 goes the quarter. Tsunami King leads the way as they come around to the front stretch. Terror and Pacific sitting in second after he lost the pole position. GPA sitting in third, waiting to make his move. They come down the front stretch, approaching the grandstand. Tsunami King riding the wave out front. It's Terror in the Pacific sitting behind GPA, making that move on the outside. He's going to take the long way around the turn, try to make that move to get into second. The half goes in 101 and 1. 101 and 1, a lot of ones. It's Tsunami King trying to hold on to that lead. GPA making the move on the outside. Terror and Pacific sitting tucked away in third. GPA on the outside as they approach the 3/4. They go in 131 and 3. 131 and 3, the 3/4. It's GPA sitting in second. Tsunami King holding on to the pole position, leading the way as they come down the front stretch. They go 2 wide, going 3 wide as they approach the finish line. It's Tsunami King on the outside. Tsunami King rides it in for the victory. GPA in second. Terror and Pacific gets third. The mile goes in 2 minutes and 1:10.
2 minutes and a fifth for Tsunami King and Brady Clemens. I believe that's unofficial. But to me, it looked like Tsunami King, GPA second, and Terran Pacific third.
That's what I got.
We will wait for the official rundown, though. We don't want to say too much until Bill Creighton says official. You never know what they see that we don't.
Very true.
The judges have an extremely difficult job at fairs. And I think even a little bit more so here. I do know that I think John Ingram, the starting judge, is parked on the backside, and I think he's kind of watching down the back stretch for Bill, because it's really impossible to see anything but their heads, right, like we are up here. And we can't get any further up the grandstand. We're at the tippy top.
Looking at your programs from the top down. 3, 1, 2, 5, 4. Official results 3, 1, 2, 5, 4. Your winner is Tsunami King. Quarter times, the quarter 30 and 2. Half 101 and 1. 3/4 131 and 3. And the mile in 2 1/5.
I think that is Brady Clemens' second win of the day. Or did he win? No, it's third. He won the fifth race also. I also have good intentions of keeping up with this, and then I get talking, and all of a sudden my charts are way behind.
Tsunami King, trained by Eric Nelson Road, owned by Eric Nelson Road, and Brady Clemens in the sulky. Tsunami King taking home the Citizens National Bank sponsored blanket. Bring him out for the...
Okay, so let's give you your rundown once more. Terror in Pacific, finished third. Tsunami King was your winner. GPA second. Bombay up fifth. Feel up to it fourth. And Jerry's up the 6-horse was a scratch. Fractions 30 and 2, 101 and 1, 131 and 3, and 2 minutes and a fifth. Seventh coming up, the second of 2 divisions of the 2-year-old colt trot. The only driver change we know about is Brady Clemens is on the 1. So we're going to take a short break, and then we will be back for the 7th here at Woodsfield.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
Own a little and love it a lot. The Stable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. The Stable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at thestable.ca.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
We're always ready, Stephen. He asks if we're ready. I say we're always ready.
Oh.
7th race, we've got 10. So we've got 4 more to go. Beautiful day here, just absolutely beautiful. I think some people are parked out in the outfield. I saw a jog cart going back under that green judges stand out there.
Okay.
So I think there are a few parked out in the infield, but looks like they have a couple of nice barns back there, and they're not too far from the fair food. So that's always a plus.
Oh, for sure.
So when you guys go to the fairs, you go to a lot of the fairs down here in the Southern Valley. You said,
Mhm.
do you pack a lunch?
No.
No. Oh,
Absolutely not.
absolutely.
If you're going to a fair, you're eating fair food.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I just wondered because when I was a kid and we went to the fairs, we packed a lunch, but it was always exactly the same thing. It was ham and Swiss cheese sandwiches and a potato bun. That was the big thing, and that was what we had at every single fair. And my daughter and her family, they go to the Buckeye County Fair every year, and they bring ham sandwiches on a potato bun. So it's kind of a tradition, I guess, with us. Started when I was a kid and still going.
See, me and my dad were big foodies, so we try new foods quite a bit. And every fair, whenever I had something that stuck out, I've written it down.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, your dad, sorry, Sean Mayhew, but he eats weird stuff.
Very true. Very true.
What did you tell me? Oreos dipped in.
There was like an Oreo, something bacon with it.
Ooh,
Deep fried, something like that he had recently. And then here, actually, there is a booth that has a cheeseburger with the outside of a donut, and he loves it.
For the bun?
Yeah.
The donut?
Yeah, it's like glazed donut, and then the
Ooh.
meat, lettuce, all the in-between stuff in the middle. Like, oh, I can't get into that.
Oh, no. Even ketchup and mustard and all that in a donut. No.
Glazed donut. Not even just a solid donut. Nope, glazed donut.
Yeah.
He had that at the state fair one year, I believe, and then now he likes it.
That's his thing, huh?
Him and my uncle both, they always come up with some weird fair foods. I'm not behind that. I like my barbecue or any type of real meat, in my opinion.
Not in between a donut.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's nobody scratched in the 7th. There was in the 6th, but unless I don't know. Did they say? Oh. I don't know. Do we have someone scratched? Do you know, Stephen? Nope. Nobody scratched in here.
So what is your favorite fair food then?
Oh, gosh. I just had a fish sandwich today. I like fish sandwiches at Lancaster. They've got a fantastic fish sandwich. And it also is at Delaware. That same booth is at Delaware, so they're that same food truck. So I like that. I like the bourbon chicken at Delaware. I like everything pretty much at Delaware. Because we're there for 5 days.
Yep.
And it's like at least 10 meals. So we have a chance to eat a lot of stuff at Delaware. But and Delaware's coming up really soon.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we hope that you guys will all stop by our tent on the back stretch. We're right next to the log cabin. We'll have the OHHA tent there all day, every day. We'll be doing live broadcasts every day of the speaker series. And I'm going to do that on Wednesday and Thursday. So it's going to be a great week there. Just ordering some swag to give out. So not going to tell you guys. It's going to be a surprise.
Of
So
course.
if you want cool swag, come to Delaware. I think we're getting ready for the post parade. I think. Well, maybe not quite. I thought we were almost ready. Oh, we were talking about fair food. I kind of like at Croton they have the Trojan Burger, which is fantastic. There's also, it's a good thing we raced 2 days at Lancaster because there's a fish sandwich for one day and there's this fantastic burger, and I can't remember what it's called. Somebody will know. But it's a fantastic burger. down. There's a sign on the window of the food truck that says, "This isn't Burger King. You don't get it your way. You get it our way."
That's great.
Yeah, but it's just fun to explore different things and try different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because the whole group of people that travel with the harness races. I mean, we have our outreach team, but then you've got, Brad Conrad, usually the photographer, and you've got Gretchen Linscott, who does the photo finish, and Jim Ashman, who works for her, does photo finish. And all these guys know the best places to go eat too.
Oh,
So
for sure.
if you're ever wondering, you go to one of those guys and ask them.
Owned by Brandy Duncan and Luke Hanners, trained by Alicia Hanners, driven by Brady Clemens. The 2-horse, Mile Range, trained by Steve Carter, owned by Hatfield Stables and James Crawford, driven by Carson Conrad. The 3-horse, Don't Dawdle Dude, trained by Barney Dillon, owned by Donna Weber and Barney Dillon, Christian Myers in the sulky. The 4-horse, Kefiro, trained by James Bolin, owned by Charles Bolin, and driven by Charles Bolin. The 5-horse, Vicky's All-Star, trained by Darren Harvey, owned by Wayne Mass Jr. and Column Racing LLC. In the sulky will be Darren Harvey. And number 6, wearing yellow, Jurassic Jokester, trained by Michael Lowe, owned by Jerry Welch and Michael Lowe. And in the sulky will be the man, Michael Lowe.
So let's take a look at the horses in the second division of the 2-year-old colt trot. What a party! And Brady Clemens from the rail for Alicia Hanners. This What the Hill colt is owned by Brandy Duncan and Luke Hanners. It's out of a Cantab Hall mare. Ticket to the party. 6 starts on the year, has 1/3. That was earlier in the year at Wilmington in 2-4.
In the 2-mile range, driven by Carson Conrad, trainer is Steve Carter and owner is Hatfield Stables and James Crawford. Has had 6 starts this year with 3 wins and 3/3. Last start there was at Northfield in the Buckeye Stallion Series. Got a 3rd there for 159 and 3. But then 2 or 3 and 4 starts ago had wins at Athens and Piketon.
As they approach the final turn and come on to the home stretch, sitting comfortably in 3rd is Jurassic Jokester. And they come down the front stretch, Mile Range with the lead. It's Don't Dawdle Dude trying to make that move to get to 2nd, but it's not going to be enough. Not today. Not today. It'll be Mile Range. Mile Range taking home the Moose Lodge blanket. The mile goes in 2:04 and 1/5.
131 and 3.
I missed the half.
59. So it'll be a new connection, or will Can we talk? Okay. We had some kind of a malfunction. We went down and lost the 7th race. We don't think you saw the 7th race, but Stephen did record it, so he will post it later tonight. So you will get to see that 7th race, just won't be on here right now. Trying to get us back on. We are on YouTube still, but we're trying to get back onto Facebook. For some reason, our piece of equipment that never fails us failed us. Okay, I'll give you the rundown for the 7th race. What a Party from the top was 6th. Mile Range was your winner. Don't Dawdle Dude was 2nd. Cafaro was 4th. Vicky's All-Star 5th. Jurassic Jokester 3rd. Fractions 30 and 2, 59 and 1, 131 and 3, and 2, 4 and 1. And as we said, we didn't get to see that 7th race. We know we had our live view just it took a big old, I don't know what, but it went down. But Stephen did record it, and he will have it for you tonight. Are we ready for a commercial break, Stephen? Okay, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with the Paul Bolin Pace, the signature series for Pacers.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug Winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2025 sales. The total bonus will be 1/2 the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650.
Welcome back to Woodsfield, the Monroe County Fair. We are on race number 8. For those of you who may be just joining us, we did have a malfunction and went off the air for a short time, but we are back, and race number 7 will be on our, where will it be, Stephen? On Facebook? Facebook and YouTube. So if you missed that 7th race, that will be on Facebook and YouTube later on tonight. We were talking about fair food, and a couple people said that they pack too. So I'm not the only strange one that packs. I don't do that now.
I mean, it's a lot healthier. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but
I mean,
fair food's like great.
It is.
Yeah, that was when I was a kid, and my mom wanted us to eat better. Yes, but not anymore. We eat everything on the fair we can. So it is just a beautiful day here. There's some clouds. There's some dark clouds looking at. I wonder if we are going to get rain someplace. Yeah, somebody asked if we were racing tonight, and we'll be racing at Hicksville tonight. So Hicksville, I'm pretty sure that the post is 6:30. Remember right? Yep, 6:30 tonight. We've got the, of course, our stake races. They've also got a 2- and 3-year-old trot. Open trot, the Kermit Peter Memorial Signature Series trot, and the Springhaven Farm Ladies Driving Series. So those will be great races to watch. have a few days where we're actually not racing at a fair. So we don't race at another fair until Monday, August 25th. But boy, if anybody wants to see some good racing, Scioto Downs on Saturday night, there is only one overnight race. The rest are all stake races. They have the Grand Circuit races. They have the Moneymaker, the Nadia Lobel, the Send It In, and the Cleopatra. And then they have an Open 2, and all of the rest of the races are Ohio Sire Stakes. So it's going to be a really great night of racing. So if you, since there are no fairs to go to, might as well go to Scioto Downs and watch them. Or watch it on your RTN subscription, however you like to watch it. But it's going to be a big night. They've been having some fantastic nights. They're so fast. They have been going. One night, Roger Houston was doing some announcing there, and he said, like, the average was 151 and something. Oof. Just kind of crazy speed. Dell asked if John Hochstetler was related to Homer. I do not think so, Dell. I don't think that he is any relation. John Hochstetler has, this is that horse we were talking about earlier that has not started since 2022. And even in his younger days, only had 3 lifetime starts. So he's in kind of tough when you got Hillbilly Fairy Tales, who's won 38 races lifetime at $238,000. I mean, this is going to be a tough race for Mr. My Way. Looks like we've got a couple of them out on the track. Oh, there's even more cows that just came in. Those must be the steers for roping or something. There's a lot of rodeo livestock in the infield.
I always wanted to do rodeo.
Did you?
I wanted to barrel race so bad.
I was a barrel racer when I was young.
Really?
Yep. I was not very good. My horse was great. I was not very good. I got dumped one time right in front of the barrel. He went one way, I went the other way, and that was the end of it. But yeah, I used to do that a lot, and I had a really nice horse. This is what I wanted for my high school graduation, was money for this horse.
Okay,
so
nice.
I had a nice quarter horse. She was really fast, and that was a lot of fun. Yeah, you can still barrel race. You can still do that.
Well, I got to get a horse to ride first.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to ride the race horses.
Oh, no. You've got a retired one?
I do. Just got to break her to ride.
Yeah.
She's 22 now? 21?
Is she really?
But she looks great. So, and she's very laid back. I sit on her back all the time. That's about it, though.
I have a friend that had a Standardbred that he did all of the speed things. He did barrel racing, poles, all that kind of stuff, and he was really good. He was not much of a racehorse, but he was a really good speed horse afterwards.
Highway, trained by John Hochstetler, owned by John Hochstetler, and driven by John Hochstetler. Number 3, Choose Carefully, trained by John Hochstetler, owned by John Hochstetler, and in the sulky is Brady Clemens. And number 4, Hillbilly Fairy Tale, trained by Charles Myers, owned by Charles Myers, and Randy and Theodore Stevenson. In the is Christian Myers.
So this Signature Series race, if you're interested in knowing who's on the like the top 10 or whatever in the Signature Series, you can go to signatureseries.us and click on the leaderboards, and then you'll come up with the pacing leaderboard and the trotting leaderboard, so you can see where these horses are standing. Because some of them, not many of these have been in the Signature Series too much, but some fairs we're at, I mean, they're pounding on those Signature Series. That's what they want to do, because they do go for $16,000 at Delaware for their final. So Sunny Money and Alex Hawk from the rail for trainer Stephen Harris, Madison Hochstetler, the owner. This is a 4-year-old by J.K. End of an Era. 16 starts on her lifetime, 1 win, 1 second, 5 thirds. Has a mark as a 2-year-old of 154 and 3.
In the 2, Mr. My Way, trainer, owner, and driver John Hochsteller, is a 6-year-old gelding, has no starts this year and 3 lifetime. As we talked about previously, has lots of qualifiers, but just hasn't made it out to the tracks yet, so this will be its first start for this year.
Choose Carefully and Brady Clemens from the 3-hole for trainer owner John Hochsteller. This was a $28,000 purchase as a yearling at the Goshen, New York sale. He is by Courtly Choice. Has had 24 lifetime starts, 3 wins, 5 seconds, 3 thirds, over $62,000 in earnings. A record as a 3-year-old of 151, taken at Pocono Downs.
Hillbilly Fairy Tale, driven by Christian Myers. Charles Myers is the trainer and owner, also with Randy and Theodore Stevenson. Has 7 starts this year with 2 wins and 1 second, making almost $4,000. But lifetime has 253 starts and 38 wins. Has had 2 wins back to back there at Zanesville and Athens. And fastest mile paced is 155 and 3.
This is going to be an interesting race. We've got a 12-year-old that's very experienced and a 6-year-old with only 3 lifetime starts. So let's, John Ingram, our starting judge, has the horses behind the gate. Let's turn it over to our announcer.
Recall? Recall. We have a recall. We have a recall. We have a recall. 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 Recall.
Okay, we do have a recall. Our starting judge, he is the one that is in charge of the horses until the word go is given. So he is the one that decides about those recalls. A few of those horses were really fired up. It was going to be hard to get them to slow down. I think it was, if it was
Hillbilly Fairy Tale.
Hillbilly Fairy Tale was
right up on the gate.
Yeah, yeah. And that's where the starters are so very important, because he just slowed down slowly so that Christian Myers could get a hold of that horse and make sure that everything is all right. He didn't. A tough job. I mean, it's a tough job being a starter, being a judge. I say this all the time, but man, I really, really mean it, because it is so hard. Every county fair track is shaped a little different. You know, the turns are a little bit different. Where you're going to pull off is different. And it just takes a lot for these guys to start and be consistent with the starts, be fair to everybody, because you have to be fair to the ones on the inside, the ones on the outside, the ones trailing. There's not as many reasons for recalls anymore as there used to be. They have shut that down. Yeah, the recall was charged to the. Okay, recharge was charged to the 2-horse, John Hochstetler, Mr. My Way. That from our presiding judge, Billy Creighton. So we're going to try it again. From the rail out, we've got Sunny Money and Alex Hawk, Mr. My Way, John Hochstetler, Choose Carefully, Brady Clemens, and Hillbilly Fairy Tale and Christian Myers.
Around to the front stretch once again. Gate takes off and is closed, and they are off and pacing. Sunny Money on the inside with the early lead. Right outside of him, Mr. My Way. Correction, that's Choose Carefully. Sitting in second place, Hillbilly Fairy Tale in third. Mr. My Way falls back to fourth. Sunny Money leads the way down the backstretch. These 4-year-olds are looking to get after it. Sunny Money has money on the brain. They get to the quarter in 30-2. 30-2. Sunny Money leads the way. Following closely behind, Choose Carefully. And he is choosing carefully to wait to make his move. Hillbilly Fairy Tale sits back in third. Mr. My Way has made up a lot of ground to get back into a fourth position. Here they come in front of the grandstands. Sunny Money leading the way all the way on the outside. Hillbilly Fairy Tale, he wants a taste at first place. And they go into the turn. It's Hillbilly Fairy Tale way to the outside. The half is going by in 1 minute and 1. Going down the back stretch, Sunny Money leading the way. Hillbilly Fairy Tale on the outside of him trying to get into first place. And it's Sunny Money still in first. Hillbilly Fairy Tale on the outside running out of steam. Choose Carefully. 3/4 in 1:31-3. 3/4 in 1:31-3. Choose Carefully has chosen carefully to make his move as they come around to the home stretch. Sunny Money still leading the way, has led this entire race. As they come down the home stretch, Sunny Money breaks, Sunny Money makes a break, and it's Choose Carefully. Weathering the storm, Choose Carefully has chosen carefully to take the win. Hillbilly Fairy Tale in second, and Sunny Money in third. 1:59-4 goes the mile. 1:59-4.
Choose Carefully and Brady Clemens. That gives Brady Clemens his 4th win of the day.
That is the horse's first win of the season.
Yeah, only has 3, now 4 lifetime wins totally. Little $63,000 lifetime. Nice mark as a 3-year-old, 151 flat at Pocono Downs at 5/8 mile track.
I just realized Sunny Money was the only mare in the race.
Yep.
The rest of them are all geldings.
Choose Carefully is trained by John Hostetler, who was driving the 2-horse in this race. John had 2 horses, 2 trainers in here, and chose to drive the 2-horse. John Hoxler is 78 years old and out there alongside a Christian Myers who is 22. I said, there's no other sport that you can do this. I mean, to be on equal footing, no matter what your age. It's just always amazes me, and to see these guys out here at 78 and still driving and training. It's a great thing.
Three, 4, 1, 2. The winning horse back in front of the grandstands now. Choose Carefully. Choose Carefully. Trained by John Hochstetler, owned by John Hochstetler, and in the sulky was Brady Clemens. You know, that's an old samurai trick.
Looks like it's probably a New York bred, courtly choice, I think. Bred by, partially bred by Purple Haze Stables from New York, and Zurich from New York, and Gold from Pennsylvania. So it's definitely an East Coast. Was sold at the Goshen sale for $28,000, Goshen, New York. Ninth race coming up, as Roger Houston would say, the penultimate. 3-year-old filly trotter, second of 2 divisions, going for a purse of $6,528. 6 in it. The only change we know about is the 3, Kaylee's Princess, will be driven by Carson Conrad. And when I come back, I'm going to ask my 2 young friends that are with me to tell me something good. Let's have a break.
They're often racing in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. Catch the excitement of Ohio harness racing at one of the county fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. For over 150 years, people have gathered at county fairs to cheer on their favorite racehorses. Keep the tradition alive. Visit one of the 10 fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit this summer. Horses, racing, and winning. It's the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. 10 great fairs in southeastern Ohio.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC oil. It makes a world of difference.
Welcome back to the Monroe County Fair, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association live broadcast. And Samantha Mayhew has been with us for most of the summer, working as our intern, ready to go back to school. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to school for, what your school year is going to look like.
So I am going into technically my junior year counting credits. I am majoring in agribusiness and applied economics with a minor in equine science. Going to Ohio State University. So looking forward to the school year. Got an AgCom class that I'm really looking forward to. That seems really exciting. And then I got an equine business management class. So those are the 2 that I'm really looking forward to.
So the AgCom, agriculture communication, that would be, I mean, that's going to be right up your alley.
Oh, yeah,
it?
for sure.
So you're technically a junior?
Technically a junior, yes. I am a second year, but if you count the credits, then I'm a junior.
So you're an overachiever.
Yes.
Yes, I knew that.
So in high school, I did college credits.
Okay,
so
yeah.
that's those transferred over. Those were my general credits, and then now I'm just working on my major ones. So
moved into her apartment, so she's all set.
All
and
set
school
up.
starts when?
The 26th, next Tuesday.
26th. So tell me something good about this summer, or tell me something good.
Something good from this summer. I would say this internship, honestly. Like, that has been my highlight, traveling to fairs. Like, I haven't been here before, so that's a plus. And then really just getting out there and seeing what is available for me after graduation. So
yeah, I think you came from the horse side of the business. You know, your dad's a trainer. You train horses. You take care of them. And now you saw the other side, kind of this business side. It would be interesting if someday you were able to see the track side. You know, what goes on at a pari-mutuel track or something, how that side works.
For sure.
Because those 3 kind of come together to make this business.
Yeah.
So. Well, I'm glad you like it. She's not leaving us entirely. She is going to work once in a while when she has some time. So she's going to keep that Backstretch Buddies program, keep that going, keep the mail headed out to all the kids who have signed up.
Yep.
So if you haven't, she's going to be at Greenville on Thursday night. So come and see Sam there. That'll be her last official day with us. except for the part-time work that she'll do the rest of the year. But she'll also be at Scioto Downs on September 6th. We're going to have a Willie Winnett Backstretch Buddies event there.
But Willie Winnett will actually be there too.
Whoa.
So that's a big plus right there.
That's a big deal. If your kids, bring your kids to see Willie Winnett. Willie is a great mascot.
Roy himself. Number 2, Queen Catherine W. Trained by Earl Ownings, owned by Richard Ownings, and Alex Hawk will be driving. Number 3, Kaylee's Princess. Trained by Karen Freed, owned by Karen Freed, and James M. Jr. In the sulky, Carson Conrad. Wearing number 4, Count on Luna. Trained by Darren Harvey, owned by Darren Harvey, and driven by Darren Harvey. Number 5, IB Cream, trained by Jeff Kirkbride, owned by Jeff Kirkbride, D. Spencer, and C. Vigoron. Brady Clemens will be driving. And wearing the yellow number 6, What a Start, trained by David G. Morgan, owned by Lise Norris, and R. Zimmer, and Gregory Morgan. Bill Long Jr. in the sulky. The Horsemen will take 1 score and go to the gate.
So from the rail out, we have J.B. Flex and Roy Burns. Roy trains and co-owns this horse along with Joe Burns, and those two also bred this horse. A Flex the Muscle filly out of a DeJarnbro mare. 6 starts on the year, 2 wins. Most recent win was at Chillicothe in 2-6. One at Marysville, that would be Roy's hometown, in 2-4 and 3.
In the 2, Queen Catherine W, driven by Alex Hawk. Trainer is Earl Owens, and Richard Owens is the owner. Has had 6 starts this year with 1/3 there at, is that Wellston? Yep, at Wellston, and 209 flat.
Kaylee's Princess and Carson Conrad from the 3-hole for trainer Karen Freed. This Uncle Peter filly is owned by Karen Freed and James Mims. 5 starts on the year, has 3/3. 2 starts back at Zanesville. Had a really nice third, just back by 3 3/4 lengths. Trotted the mile in 2-5 and 1. And earlier this year at Northfield was in a non-winners of 1 race and trotted her mile in 2-2 and 1.
In the 4, Count on Luna, driven by Darren Harvey. He is also the trainer and owner. Has had 11 starts this year, 4 wins, 1 second, and 2/3. Had 3 wins back-to-back at Mount Vernon, Carroll, and Cortland, and then last week had a win there at Zanesville in 204 and 2.
Another horse that's been winning a lot lately, IB Cream and Brady Clemens from the 5-hole. Jeff Kirkbride is the trainer. This Della Cream filly is owned by Kirkbride, Spencer, and Vigneron. 15 starts this year, 4 wins. Most recent win was at Rock Springs in 2-3 and 3. Also won at Athens, Piketon, and Mount Vernon. Had a qualifier earlier this year at the Meadows in 2 minutes and 3/5. Won as a 2-year-old at Dayton in 58 and 3.
In the second tier, we got the 6, What a Start, driven by Bill Long Jr. Trainer is David Morgan. Has had 8 starts this year with 2 seconds and 2/3. Last start was at Rock Springs, had a 3rd there and 2:17 and 3. But before that, had 2 seconds back-to-back at Zanesville and Athens. Looks like the horses are going to the gate. We will give this over to the announcer.
It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Where else would you rather be than at the races? Because here they come. Gates closed, they're off and trotting, and it's a hot start for Count on Luna. She jumps out to an early lead, but she's going to be forced to the outside. It'll be JV Flex on the inside, but not good enough. Count on Luna is going to grab that first position as she heads down the back stretch. And Queen Catherine W sits in 3rd. JB Flex in second. Count on Luna leads the herd. They approach the quarter marker. Passes by 31 and 3. Count on Luna leading the way. Count on Luna. JB Flex sits right behind her. Poking her head around the edge is Queen Catherine W. Count on Luna coming down the front stretch. It's Count on Luna. It's the Count on Luna show, but however, on the outside, we've got a newcomer into the fold. It's IB Cream. IB Cream making the move into first, passing Count on Luna. The half goes in 101 and 1. 101 and 1. IB Cream leads the herd as they enter the backstretch for the final lap. Count on Luna sits in second. JB Flex holds on to third. Horses make their way down the back stretch. Not much shuffling going on as they enter the final turn and pass the three-quarter marker. 131 and 2, 131 and 2. IB Cream leads the herd by 4 lengths, 5 lengths. IB Cream making her way to the home stretch. IB Cream. IB Cream. It is the IB Cream show here. Count on Luna falling back to third. IB Cream with a 3-horse length lead. And she'll take it. It's JB Flex pulling back into second. And what a start. What a start. Rolls into third. The mile goes in 2:01 and 3.
.201 and 3 for IB Cream. The announcer Tyler said that this is the IB Cream Day, but it's actually Brady Clements Day. And he has been, I think that is now what his.
Is that 4 or 5?
That's 5. 5 on the day.
How many in the card?
He didn't have any wins yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So it's just these 5 today. So congratulations to Brady Clemens. Must be, I'll bet there's going to be a party at the barn. I think one of the best things, especially when it's at your home fair, like Pickaway, you guys you guys are kind of busy, but you know, horsemen just sit around and talk about the races and everything. It's really enjoyable after the races are over to relax, rewind a little bit, and do that.
That's one reason why the fairs have always been my favorite. I've never been more of a raceway girl just because I like the fun, the laid-back feel to it.
Yeah. And at our Ohio fairs, you got plenty of opportunity to do that with racing at 66 of them. The winner's ride is coming back. Jeff Kirkbride is the trainer and co-owns this Delva Cream horse along with D.L. Spencer and C.A. Vigneron. Winner's Circle Pictures are taking Winner's Circle Pictures. They are named Winners Pictures. So if anybody ever wants to order one, in the Huff's Guide we have tried to put down the names of all the photographers at the fairs. So if you have a favorite horse win at a fair and you want a picture, just contact that person in the Huff's Guide. So I'll give you the rundown here. JB Flex was second. Queen Catherine W was 6th. Haley's Princess 5th. Count on Luna 4th. IB Cream the winner. What a Start 3rd. Fractions 31 and 3. 101 and 1. 131 and 2. And 201 and 3. I see there's one blanket left. Must mean one race is left, right?
Yep.
The second of 2 divisions of the 3-year-old filly Pacers. Just 4 in it. No changes that we know about. So we're going to be back. we're going to find out something good from Stephen when we come back.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead Sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
Welcome back to the Monroe County Fair, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association live broadcast. And bringing you that live broadcast, Stephen Taylor, our multimedia specialist, and I was going to ask him, tell me something good, Stephen.
What specifically, like what do you want?
I want something good.
Very specific, thank you.
How do you like your job so far? Let's go with that.
I like it. It's nice that I'm not sitting in an office every day, but it's also nice that I am not constantly running around. Like there's like a mix.
A mix, yeah.
I like that. I knew nothing about horse racing before this, and I've gotten into it. I've learned a lot. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's
good.
Nice.
You, I know you like to edit, so when you get things, we put together things, you'll take a lot of B-roll, you'll do this and that, and then you'll put it all together and make a commercial or make something, and you like to do that?
I do, yeah. That's my favorite thing.
Your favorite thing. Put you in the corner with a bunch of computers and go to it.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying the harness racing because it's, it's different. It's a whole nother world for if you haven't been used to that. A lot of great people in this sport.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Susan. Tell me something good.
I love going to the fairs. I think that, as you said earlier, the fair's the backbone of this, the laid back. I mean, it's sometimes great to be in that adrenaline rush of the parimutuel tracks where, it's just like, you got to be here on exactly on time and this on time and then some. But for a steady diet, the fairs are just kind of perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I've been going to fairs since I was 11, I think, around 11 years old, and it's a great thing. Hope everybody that's been watching us has enjoyed this show today. Somebody asked when about Old Washington, and yeah, Old Washington is a ways down the road a little bit yet. Got a while till we get to that. But we are at Hicksville tonight. Hicksville got rained out last night, so that makeup day is 10 a.m. Saturday morning. So for all you people that party on Friday nights, you're going to have to get up early on Saturday morning to be with us at the races at 10 a.m. And then we have Mount Gilead, Caldwell, Richwood, Van Wert, Canton, Findlay, all next week. Burton, Canfield. It's really, really busy. This week of starting on next Monday, the 25th, is really, really busy. And of course, then we just have a bunch of these fairs and then roll right into Delaware. So busy time, fun time. We're about ready for the post parade. I think it's so windy that I can't hear the announcer
know.
anymore. It's but the wind has been keeping down the temperature, so it's really been comfortable. Got a horse warming up in the rodeo arena. Pretty Palomino horse.
Girls. Wearing number 1 in red is Tip, trained by Ed Ryder, owned by Ed Tefay, and in the sulky is Christian Myers. Number 2, Warm Breezes Blow, trained by Charles Myers, owned by Charles Myers, Randy Stevenson, and Dana Phillips. In the sulky is Lucas Myers. Number 3, Sunshine Player, trained by Eric Nelson Road, owned by Susan Offenberger, and in the sulky is Brady Clemens. Wearing number 4, VH Dancer, trained by Tim Van Horn, owned by Tim Van Horn, and driven by David Young.
So this is the second division of the 3-year-old filly pace, our final race of the day. From the rail out, we have Tip. Christian Myers drives for trainer Ed Ryder. Ed Teefee is the owner. He's from Mount Sterling, Illinois, and you will be seeing a lot of Ed Teefee in the next month or so because he is a pedigree reader, and he is at most of the sales that we will have, so you'll see Ed there. This is a lather-up filly out of Western Hanover mare, Western Top Cat. 11 starts on the year, 1 win. That was just her last start at Rock Springs in 2-3.
In the 2, Warm Breezes Blow, driven by Lucas Myers, trainer Charles Myers, as well as owner with Randy Stevenson and Belle Vernon. Has had 9 starts this year with 1 second and has been racing there at the Meadows and the non-winners of 1.
Sunshine Player and Brady Clemens from the 3-hole for trainer Eric Nesselrode. Susan Offenberger is the owner of this Strong Player filly. It's out of a Sunshine Beach mare. 6 starts on the year, 2 seconds and a third. Last start was second at Rock Springs in 2-3. Was third at Athens, just back by 4.5. Individually timed in 2-1 and 3.
In the 4, VH Dancer, driven by David Young II. Trainer Tim Van Horn, as well as owner, has had 9 starts this year with 2 wins and 5 thirds. A third there last week at Rock Springs in 2:03 and 1, and 2 wins at Athens and Mount Vernon. Looks like they are going to the gate now.
This trophy, this blanket is sponsored by Antill's Body Shop. Great sponsorship today. Every single race got a blanket, so that was really nice. Let's turn it over to our announcer for the final race of the day.
Anthill's Body Shop blanket. Here they come. Gates closed, they're off in pacing, and it'll be Sunshine Player with an early lead, and she's gonna close the door on Tip to get a pole position off the bat. Sitting on the outside will be VH Dancer trying to make a move as they go down the back stretch, but VH Dancer is going to be pushed all the way to the back. It's Sunshine Player leading the herd, making her way to the quarter marker. Tip right behind. They go by in 29 and 1. 29 and 1. These horses are cooking. Cooking. Sunshine Player on her way around the final turn to the front stretch. She's got dreams and aspirations of taking home the Antill's Body Shop blanket. They run single file as they pace by. Ducklings going to the pond. Tip in second. Sunshine Player in first. Warm Breezes Blow in third. 59 and 1 as they go by the half. 59 and 1. Single file. Down around to the back stretch. Who's going to make a move? Sunshine Player leading the way. Warm Breezes Blow sitting in third. Tip in second. Tip taking a look around the outside edge of Sunshine Player. 3/4 goes by in 129 and 1, 129 and 1. These horses are still moving. Sunshine Player leads the way. Sunshine Player, it's Tip on the outside. She wants her pole position back. Tip on the outside. They go 3 wide down the home stretch. It's Tip. It's Sunshine Player. It's Tip in the lead. Tip in the lead. Tip takes the lead. VH Dancer on the outside, and it's Tip which takes the win. 159 and 3. It goes in 159 and 3.
Very exciting finish for the final race of the day. Tip and Christian Myers getting that win in 59 and 3. A lather up filly out of a Western Hanover mare, Western Topcat, owned by Ed Teefee. As I said, you will see Ed in a lot of the sales coming up. Yearling sales, mixed sales. He's a pedigree reader, one of the best pedigree readers out there. Comes from Illinois. Nice racing
Tip
days,
is your
nice
winner.
and safe.
Tip is your winner, and looking at your programs, going from the top down. 1, 4, 3, 2. Top down. 1, 4, 3, 2. Quarter times. The quarter goes in 29 and 1. Quarter goes in 29 and 1. The half goes 59 and 1. 59 and 1. 3/4, 129 and 1. That's 129 and 1. And the mile in 159 and 3. The mile goes in 159 and 3. Tip is your official winner.
Else, we're just waiting for Tip to come back. Tip and Christian Myers. As Tyler said, Tip is your winner. Warm Breezes Blow 4th, Sunshine Player 3rd, and VH Dancer 2nd. Don't forget to join us at about 6:30 for Hicksville tonight. Don't have any fairs Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, I don't believe.
Tomorrow we got Greenville.
Oh, Greenville's tomorrow. Gosh, how could I forget Greenville? Big night at Greenville. Those partial memorial races are going to be outstanding. Just a great night there. They've got some. One of the partials is the Gene Regal, and the trot is now the Jim Beakey trot. Jim Beakey is and has been and will be a friend of harness racing like no other in the legislature. So glad to see that there's going to be a race named after him. So there is Tip in the winner's circle. And that rounds it out for us today. That is the end of the racing here at Woodsfield, a great 2-day meet. The Monroe County Fair. Any last words, Sam?
Nope, I think this is my last broadcasting now. Kind of sad about it.
Well, we will be back next year.
Of course,
Possibly
of course.
we will be. We'll keep trying for you. So for Samantha Mayhew, Stephen Taylor, myself, Susan Schroeder, and the whole OHHA team, we wish you would have a great rest of your day. Good night, everyone.